Hey guys, so today I'm going to do a graphic type eyeliner look. Not really sure what I'm doing. I kind of have an idea in my head, but I know I want to use the Suva Beauty Hydraliner in the shade Tracksuit right here. It's like a blue liner, and I'm trying to do that neon effect when you put white liner on top of it, but I'm not really sure how that's going to work because I've never done it before. And the blue kind of matches my hair. You can't really tell that my hair is blue in this lighting. But if you want to know how I got this look, then keep on watching. Okay, so first I'm going to go ahead and start off with my eyes because I'm not really sure if I'm going to need to clean up this eyeliner. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Sand Beige and put that on my eye as a base. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my trusty concealer brush. I like to use this just to blend out my eyes, and then I'll go over it with the Beauty Blender. So I didn't do my brows yet, so I'm not really worried about getting any concealer on them right now. Make sure you really get this part right here, just so it looks all seamless and flushed. And as you can see, that is the eye prepped. Then I like to go in with my Fenty Beauty sponge, and then I will go ahead and just pat on top of it just to get the excess off, just so it's not too cakey. Then I'm just going to go ahead and take my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade Light, just so I can go ahead and set that concealer really quick, not too much. And to do that, I'm just going to use a just clean stained shadow brush. Just go ahead and pack that on because we're not really doing any shadow. We want this to be really set and nice and ready for that liner. Now I guess we will get right into it. Okay, here is the Suva Beauty Hydraliner in the shade Tracksuit. I've used it before, or I think I've just swatched it before, but all you need to use these is get a little bit of water. I'm just taking my water bottle right here. I'm just gonna pour a little drop in the lid. Can't really show you guys this, like so. And then I'm just gonna lightly dip my brush in there just to get it wet, kind of dab off some of the water. And then just to activate it, all you need to do is swirl your brush in here until you get a pasty-like consistency. So that's what I'm gonna do right here. And if you need to, you can definitely always dip your brush back in the water. And that's what I'm gonna do right here. And if you need to, you can always dip your brush back in that water just to go ahead and make it thinner or get more product to make it thicker if needed. So here's the consistency I like. It's kind of hard to see. So I think I'm just gonna kind of go like this and then connect it like a wing. I guess you guys will just have to look. See, my eyes are a little creased, so I have to keep my eye open for this. Then, see these two lines? I'm just going to go ahead and connect it. And that's what I have right now. I'm just going to go ahead and bring it in a little closer. Here's what I got so far. I think I'm going to kind of leave it like that for now. But the thing I like about these liners is if you don't like it, all you need to do is get a Q-tip and just wet it, and then water just takes it right off. So here's what I have now. It looks a little sloppy, but I'm going to go ahead and put shadow on top of this. Just kind of, I don't know why, I'm just going to do it. So for the shadow, I'm going to go ahead and take the James Charles palette, and I'm going to go ahead and use this shade right here, and I'm going to go ahead and use it on this pencil brush. It looks orange, but I cleaned it, it's just stained. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take that and then kind of just soften up the edges. As you can see, it's kind of making it a little smokier, and you want to do this just so when you put the white liner on top of this, it won't cover up all the blue and it'll look a little more like neon. I don't know if it's going to work, I've never done it before, but I guess we'll try together. So here's what I'm looking like now, and I think I like the way that looks now. And I do want to leave the lid blank like this. I might add a light shimmer to it or like a whiter color. Just go ahead and make it more contrasting, but I think I'm liking that so far. Now for the white, I need a thinner brush. I'm going to go ahead and take this, it's a e.l.f. angled liner brush. Again, this is clean, it looks stained, but I'm just going to go ahead and use this. And then taking the Suva Beauty Hydraliner, it's the same brand liner in the shade Space Panda. It's just their white version. So right now, I'm just mixing this just so I can get that consistency that I want. But I'm hoping this works. So I'm just lightly gonna line over the blue. Sorry, my camera kind of stopped recording. So this is what it looks like so far. Harder than you think. Just gonna go ahead and clean up some of the cracked. So here's what it's looking like now. I think this is the best I can do, honestly. I think I like the way that looks. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some mascara and then add one of my lashes. So here's what it looks like with some mascara. See this on my eye, don't worry about it. You just gotta let it dry and then you take a Q-tip and it'll come right off. Here's what the eye is looking like. I'm gonna go ahead and do my other eye off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back again. I did go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera. Here's what they're looking like. Here are both eyes done. This one's a little crazy, but here's what it looks like so far. So now we're gonna go ahead and work on the face. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Pretty Fresh setting mist, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this kind of as like a base. I use setting sprays as primer sometimes. Now that I got that, I'm gonna go ahead and, can you guys take a guess? I'm gonna go ahead and use the L'Oreal True Match Lumi, the shade W3 Warm, and I am just going to dot this all over my face. And I use about 2 pumps of this. Now I'm just gonna go in with a damp sponge just to go ahead and blend all of this out. And I don't really focus anything under my eyes since I'm going to go ahead and put concealer there anyway. I like to kind of avoid my eyes. I do go a little bit but not too much, just so it doesn't get cakey once I do put my concealer under there. That looks good. Now again, same concealer I use in every video. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Light Beige. Put this under my eyes. Then I do put a little bit on my chin, Cupid's bow, corners of my nose, a little bit on the tip of my nose. I don't really put anything up here. I don't know, I just feel like I don't need it on my forehead. I do go ahead and bronze up there just to tie everything together, but I don't really put concealer up there. Now again, taking my sponge and blending that out. So as you can see, I blended everything else out first. I like to do my eyes last just to give it some time to set. Now going in with my eyes. Making sure to be careful not to miss all that hard work we just did. Make sure you get really in these corners. what everything looks like so far. Now again, I basically don't change anything up when I'm doing my base, but I'm going to take the same concealer, the e.l.f. one, and take the shade Deep Cinnamon and just go ahead and bronze my face. And a little bit goes a long way, so I just kind of go that much. And I just put it on one side at a time because this dries really fast. So I work in sections. As you can see, it added a nice little bronze, not too much. Now, I'm going to take a little bit on my forehead. As you can see. And I'm just going to go ahead and pat. That looks good to me. Now what I like to do to marry everything together is take my beauty blender one more time and just go over everything. And as you can see, that actually did help a lot. My forehead was looking patchy, but now it looks good. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my sponge one more time, go underneath my eyes, and I'm going to go ahead and use the Maybelline Fit Me powder in that shade Light, just to go underneath my eyes. I don't really bake, but I'm going to go ahead and put quite a bit of powder there, and then I'm going to basically wipe it off immediately. And put a little on my forehead and on my chin and on my nose. Now that that's sitting there right now, I'm going to go ahead and take this L'Oreal bronzer in Bronze Please. Been using this in every video. I just really like it. I'm just going to bronze my face, and since I didn't set my whole face, I like to pat it on, and then I'll go ahead and use the same brush just to take everything out from my under eye. Still looks bright, so it's fine. Don't forget under your jawbone, and then I like to put some on my nose just because. Then again with the beauty blender, going back in just to marry everything together. Now for blush, I'm going to go in with the Makeup Revolution, this blush palette, and I'm going to go in with this shade right here. Put that on my cheeks, and I do like to bring it upwards as well, as you can see. And I don't know why, but I like to put blush on my nose. Then for a highlighter, I'm going to go ahead and use Mary Lumonizer. Oldie but a goodie. I'm going to go ahead and take it on a fan brush like this. Lightly put that on my cheek. Not lightly, but. And then I do like to go above my brow. And then tip of the nose. Then I like to take my finger, go right here. And then Cupid's bow. A little bit on the chin, and then I always do this. I take a small shadow brush and I take the highlighter that I use and I always put it on my inner corner. So here's what that looks like now. Now last but not least, I'm just going to go ahead and pop on a gloss. This one's from, I think, Victoria's Secret. I'm just going to go ahead and pop this on, and that will be the final look. Alright, and this is the final look. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I post every Monday and Friday. Bye!